Ladies and gentlemen, over these past few days with Nike and Colin Kaepernick, people have professed their love for veterans, but do they really truly know what's going on with veterans? Or do they not know until somebody like me comes along and conveniently points this out to them? Now, we have so many people that want to hold veterans in the highest regards, but the reality shows us veterans, many of them are in VA hospitals that are not even up to standards to even be a veterinarian clinic. That's how bad they are. There are veterans in need of medical care. And because the VA is in such bad shape, many of them have to wait long periods of time to be seen. Many of the vets are overprescribed opioids, just like everybody else was getting these astronomical sized prescriptions. The same thing was happening with the veterans. And many of the veterans are suicidal. There is a big portion of veterans that commit suicide, and also police officers. Suicide is high among them. But it's amazing how everybody that talks about veterans and cops and try to act as if they hold them in the highest regard, where are they when they're committing all these suicides? Are you really concerned just for argument's sake? Or are you really concerned as far as helping them and really making a difference? And I'm willing to bet it's the latter that they're not doing. But let's take a look at this article that came out September 11th, 2018. Family Endeavors launches campaign aimed at preventing veteran suicides. You know why you would have to set up an organization like this? Because there are a lot of these veterans that are not getting the correct psychological and mental health care. And there are veterans that have fought in wars and they can't even get help. I remember talking to a veteran that fought in the Vietnam War. He's still living. And he got a letter from VA. They cut him off. He got cut off. He can't go there for any more care. And see, a lot of people don't realize that happens too. A lot of these veterans, they're supposed to take care of them for the rest of their life. And they actually cut them off anytime they feel like it. Get them off the rolls of the government. So how much do they really care? Let me go ahead and play this video so you can see how bad it really is for veterans in this country. It's not as rosy as many of these folks make it out to be.
20 veterans die by suicide every single day. And that's why a campaign called 22 Actions has been created. And joining us to talk about it is Jill Palmer with the Cohen Military Family Clinic at Endeavors and Marine veteran Chris Vidari. Thank you so much. Did I pronounce it correct? Yes. Okay, good. First of all, tell me why that particular name? What is it about the number 22?
Yeah, so at the Stephen A. Cohen Military Family Clinic at Endeavors, we created the 22 Actions in order to really get the awareness out, to show people that there are ways to connect with other people, to bring awareness to veteran suicide. You mentioned 20 veterans a day die. So it is something that we need to be very focused on.
That's right. The entire month of September is meant for awareness because of this particular problem. We talked about 9/11, it being the anniversary today, Iraq, Afghanistan, so many people, military members fought in that war. And as a result, it had a profound impact on so many of you. Chris, do you want to talk about your story and maybe some of the, the stigma attached? right?
Yeah. So throughout my military career, I was an active duty and reserves. I did just over 11 years. I went to Iraq Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom. And I have known veterans that have taken their lives just stemming from the war of the post 9/11.
Yeah.
And the effect it's had on me is that knowing these people, knowing the struggle, and seeing it firsthand, how it's affected them, not only them, but also their family members.
Why is it so hard to talk about, do you think, at first? What is it about it that makes it so many people are afraid to talk about it?
Coming out of the military, your mentality is that I can handle anything. You go to boot camp, you go to war, you handle all these things. Exactly. You have a tough exterior. You don't need to suck it up or anything like that. You can do everything on your own.
Apparently it's killing our military members. It really is killing them because of the stigma that is attached, or resources, lack of resources. But that's why you're here, right? So how did you pull yourself out of your darkness?
But for myself, I didn't do it for myself. I actually did it for my family. The only way to take care of others is make sure you're taking care of yourself first.
What do you want to tell other veterans out there who may be going through the same thing?
Yeah, I think one of the things at the military family clinic at Endeavors is that we treat the whole family. So just like Chris just said, so we want them to know that if you come to us with your family, the veteran comes, the veteran's family member comes, then we'll get services for you if it's about transition, if it's about depression, mental health issues, if it's about suicidal thoughts, we've got care for you. We have resources as well.
What is the one thing that you could say out of all of them that you really tackle head on with so many of our veterans who are experiencing this deep depression?
Connection, getting back connected with their lives, connected with their families, having a purpose, being able to feel like they have their meaning in their life.
All right. Well, everybody needs to know that you're there. There are so many resources out there available, and you guys are a fantastic one. The Cohen Military Family Clinic, there's the number to call, there's the address, endeavors.org, to reach out for more information. Really pick up that phone or go online and reach out for help, because there are people there waiting to help you and your family. Guys, thank you so much for being on today.
Right, thank you.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Chris.
Okay.
Also,
Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know why I brought this story out? I had a troll come on to my channel because, they can't get you on any issue. So they try to come and bring up something that has much to do about nothing. So this person proceeded to write, well, 63% of the veterans voted for Trump. So I went and looked. 44% of the veterans voted for Trump. See, what is that comment supposed to really be about? Does it diminish the fact that veterans are committing suicide at 20 per day? Is it diminishing all of the veterans that are homeless on the street? What is that comment supposed to do? Who does it satisfy? Is it helping even one veteran because you posted that comment? See, this is the mindset that is the thing of the past. Nobody is checking for that anymore. And see, this is what you don't realize. All of this disrespect the cops and disrespect the flag and disrespect it, that's the thing of the past. It really is. People are looking for something different in their future. And if that's the only thing you can bring to the table, it tells me your time is up for real. That's what it tells me. So, ladies and gentlemen, please tell me what you think about this real problem of 20 veterans a day committing suicide. And by the way, I have made donations to the veterans around here in my local area. I have done it many times. So it's not like I'm bringing this up, and I have never done anything to help. Not only that, when my mom passed away, I took her hospital equipment, her wheelchair, and other items that were left behind after her death, and I donated it to the VA for any veteran that is disabled and can use those items. So all of you folks that are running your mouth about veterans, I bet you haven't done a fraction of that. Not even a fraction. But you got your mouth wide open. I bet you never fought in one war or even enlisted in the army. But see, ladies and gentlemen, those are the kind of people that always got their mouth wide open. The ones that never fought in any war, always complaining about somebody else. But when it comes down to putting their money where their mouth is, they always fall short. But here you are trying to talk about all this love for veterans, and veterans in this country are still homeless and dying 20 per day. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And the next time they bring up the veterans, just ask them, what are they doing about the veterans that die by suicide 20 per day? I promise you, they won't come back with any answer. Peace, family.